Hey guys, it's Julia here from Accessorize Your Life. Thank you for tuning in. Well, it's time for another Friday Night Lights, so I don't want to miss a beat on the streets. I want to get this eye look popping. I've already got my face done, basically. Have to go back in with bronzer, blush, and lips, of course. I don't know if you heard that, but a siren was going by and it sounded like it was in this room. So yeah, that's what I did. I shut it down for a moment to let that engine go by. Well, I think I said I was getting into this emerald palette for May. Any of you seen-agers or anybody out there who celebrates a birthday in May, happy birthday to you. And I want to specifically focus in on the seen-agers because on the first of the month, when I do beginning of the month, the first Friday, let's call it first Friday, when I do Friday Night Lights, I like to give you some tips on that I personally use on aging gracefully, but more specifically, fearlessly. So stay tuned for those tips. Right now, I want to get into this look with this palette. So keep watching. Going in with primer, just going to put it on my eyelids this time. And I'm going to put some music in for you. I know you'll like that. Alrighty, earrings are on, lashes are on, and I finished up the eye look. I think it's done. I don't think I need to touch up anything. I think I'm going to leave it as it is. It's a little deep for this time of the year, I feel. But that's what BH Cosmetics brought to us for the month of May, this emerald palette. I have to say, the shadows went on so nicely. There was no problem with them. So let's get into the bronzer. Going to go over my contour bronzer. That's enough. Next, I'm going to go into highlighter with Mented. Again, I'm going to use Mented. I need a brush right here, right here. Let's see. Which shade do I want? I think I want to lighten up my face some. So let's go with a lighter one of these right here. Hopefully it comes out lighter. Okay, I think that's doing it for me. Next, blush from Mented, Bear It Away. I don't think I need a lot or else I'll look like a Christmas tree with all this green and then this berry color or red. And now we're going to use a finishing powder and then a lippy and we won't be done because I have to tell you my tip. Guys, my tip for aging gracefully, but most importantly, aging fearlessly, and I'm using Charlotte Tilbury, this is the finishing powder, is to push yourself away from the table, shut out the lights, close the kitchen door. And I'll tell you why. Because you want to fast. You want to stop eating as early as 3 p.m., but no later than 6 p.m. That's what I do. And I'm saying you, but me. That's what I do. And if you want to take on any of these tips, you're welcome to do. No one can tell you how to live your life, but we can share. And that's what I feel YouTube is all about, sharing. And that's what I want to do in these videos. As I'm aging, I want to do all I can within my power, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting this on, to live healthy to do all I can, because I'm not going to lie to you. When I hit 60, I was like, wow, 60 feels good. I didn't know it would be like this at 60 is what I want to say. And then when I hit 65, and that happened around, that little thing we had going on for 2 or so years, the age thing became something even more, because they were saying if you're 65 and older, you need to do this, you need to be careful, people are dying, blah, 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 blah. And I began to think, wow, I'm in that bracket. I'm a senior. So didn't do anything right away about that, but it took some time. And I realized that if I want to be the best I can at this age, at this part of my life, and live healthy without a lot of medications or any medications, and I want to have mobility, I've got to do something about it. I have to put my best foot forward, my best self forward. And to do that, I'm going to tell you the truth. I started with meditation and prayer and reading, studying. And through that, I journaled. And journaling helped me to see what I wanted out of life. And then I realized all those things that I heard before, I don't want that to be a part of my life. I want to live well, and I want to live without worrying about any of those age-related problems that come with later, growing old. So I decided to make changes in my life. I didn't make them all at once. And I was already fasting at times, but it wasn't done with a routine or intentional idea of totally losing weight. No, it was done with losing weight, but it wasn't done with being healthy so that I wouldn't worry about medications, about the effects of life and eating, the toll it takes on you. And through reading and listening, I found out that you can age well. You can get rid of stomach issues. You can have your food be the medicine you need versus prescriptions. And I realized that they may treat a symptom, but they create other problems. Now, if you have to take medications because you have a chronic or some type of systemic illness, then you have to do that. But for me, I wasn't there. So I decided to do or make food my medicine. I decided that I wanted to eat without preservatives. I wanted to eat clean and healthy and organically. And so that was my mission. And it was also vital for me to push away from the table, as my mom used to tell me when I would look at my clothes in the closet and say, I need new clothes. And she says, but you've got a lot. I said, I can't fit them. She says, push away from the table. She always said that to me. And so I get it now. So I push myself away from the table. I turn out the kitchen lights and I shut the door and I leave the kitchen by a certain time. When I'm home and not working, that's usually like 3 o'clock. When I work, I eat until 6. So I start eating at 12 and I stop at 6. When I'm home, I may start eating at 11 or 11:30 and finish 3 o'clock or so. So I have built that into my schedule. And I tell you, the benefits are so well worth it. Go to bed and sleep so peacefully. I love it. My stomach is not working overtime processing, or I should say digesting the foods. That's already happened before I come to bed. So I'd say start with fasting. And fasting can be anything you want it to be. And you can break that fast, hint, hint, breakfast, any time of the day you like. It doesn't have to be 8, 7, 9 o'clock. It can be as late as 12 or whatever. And that's what I do. I break my fast breakfast at 12 o'clock, sometimes 11 or 11:30 when I'm home. And it works for me and it makes me feel good. First of all, it's not the medicine that's keeping me feeling good. It's the food that's making me feel good. And I like that. So that's my tip. Long-winded, this video's going over. Let me get busy, but I wanted you to know that. It doesn't matter where you start along the way with any of the tips I've shared with you. Totally, it doesn't matter if you take these tips and implement them into your life or not, but they're here for you if you want them. You can start anywhere along the line of these tips you want to. I started, like I said, with meditation, prayer, and journaling. But drinking plenty of water, I think, is a core, and getting plenty of sleep is really vital. And then this one, fasting, pushing away from the table by a certain time and not going back to eat, because it allows your body to digest the foods you've eaten and not interrupt your sleep. And also, most importantly, this point I do not want to forget, it allows the blood sugar level to stay level or constant without spiking up and down, causing so many chronic diseases and problems in our life. So once we can maintain a healthy gut and keep the sugars or our sugar levels level and not spiking, the healthier we'll be. Now, that's not to say that something else won't come along, arthritis, some of those things, but one of the benefits of fasting is that you have less inflammation. So pain goes away, inflammation, pain, inflammation, arthritis, all kind of goes together. Blood sugar levels are stable, all kind of benefits. Your gut feels better, you feel better, you sleep better, you play better. It's just miraculous. How come they didn't tell us this long ago? How come we didn't put it all together? Oh, guys, this is the way. And it's important to, I know I talked about water before, but it's important to get good water into your body, because that water gets into your cells, and that's what helps keep you vital. That's what helps keep you looking healthy and glowing. Okay, I've talked enough. Let's get into a lip color, and I think I have it right here. I know I pulled a lip color that I wanted to use for this look because I thought it went so well. And like I have been saying lately, there are little people living in this room with me. I know there are little people living in this room. They put things in different places where I can't reach them. No liner today. We're just going to go in with this color. Thought I broke it. Looking kind of Christmassy to me. Looking like a Christmas tree. Glowing like a tree. Anyway, guys, happy birthday to all of the people who celebrate their birthdays in the month of May. And I wish you the best, that you age gracefully, but most importantly, fiercely. Guys, don't miss a beat. Tune in every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to see me do a Friday Night Lights look. One that takes me out of my comfort zone and is very colorful. Stay well. Bye-bye.